So we'll start with questions to the manager. So you're coming here to Manchester, to Old Trafford, to look for something heroic. Without four of your pillars of strength, how do you think you can cope with this challenge tomorrow? Thinking about the ones who are here, the players who are with us, focusing on those, the players who are going to be doing a job for us tomorrow. There's no point thinking about the ones who aren't here. We know we've got some key injuries, but it's about the ones who are on the field tomorrow. They're the ones who will be trying to turn this tie around. It's not going to be easy. We know it's tough because of the result is pretty much against us. We also know how high quality our opponents are and their stadium. Well, this is football. Anything can happen. That's what we always hope for, and we're hoping for the best, like we always do. Have you seen the morale of the team this week? Good. I've seen them. I think the morale's good. We had a tough derby against La Real at the weekend, but they're happy, smiles on the. We did okay there. We did okay. Got a draw in La Real, and here we are. Of the ones who are missing tomorrow, would there have been worth taking any risks with them, given the league position? Did the result in the first leg affect your thinking in any way? If they could have been here, they would have been here. Simple as. Because this is the most important game of the season, so they would have been here if they'd been fit. We spoke with Yarai before. He told us that football-wise, you've got to kind of reproduce what you did as a team in the first half hour. Yeah, it's true that I think you always judge a game on the result, don't you? The scoreline at the end. Here, well, we know also that it's going to be 11 against 11 tomorrow. We were a little bit closer to winning in the first 30 minutes than we were in the rest of the game. Manchester United are a side that don't let you off. If you make mistakes, they punish you. Football is what it is. We've got to go for it tomorrow. We want to sort of lessen our mistakes, eradicate mistakes, and then impose our style of play on the game like we always do, taking into account the opponent and the surroundings. And we want to try and win. Last week in San Mamés, Amorim said about his players, do you feel sad that after such a great competition that you've done before the Manchester game, to lose 3-0 at home? Do you think you've got something to prove here, basically? Because, such a disappointment after a great run in the tournament so far. What's your intuition? How do you see the game tomorrow? I think we've been really satisfied on how we performed in the competition all the way through. We've had games that we've lost, but Manchester, we've had games that we've won as well, obviously. But in these type of knockout situations, you can decant you can basically, a result can be decided by one or two different actions, one or two different incidents. And then the rest of the game and the result is decided by these small factors. And then you've got an uphill battle towards the end. What happened against us at home could happen to them tomorrow. We've got to try and ensure that we are aware of the potential that they've got and the power that they've got, but try and impose our game at the same time. About the Williams brothers, it's a long time since neither of them have actually played in a game. They're injured, obviously. How do you decide? Is it the players themselves? Is it the club doctor? Yourself? They're losing the game, possibly the biggest game in their lives. How do you decide? When it's an injury, if you've broken your arm, you can tell you've broken it. You're either injured or not, aren't you? That's how you decide. You speak with the doctor, you speak with the player. If it's your biceps or whatever part of your body, there's not much to say in this, You can only put players in your side who are 100% fit. If you're injured, I would have loved to have had them in the squad. This is a match that could get us through to the final. It's a real miss not having them here, but they can't be here, and you got to focus on the ones who are here. No point thinking about Iñaki or. We're a team, we're a squad, and over the whole season, we've got to make do with and struggle with the injuries that we've got. The key injuries, but focus on the ones who are here, who can make a difference. It's a squad of 25, and it's a day when Athletic need to show who they really are and press high up, because that's what we normally do. Well, we need to take into account also the situation, how they play. They're a team who like to invite you on. They like to play on the counter, maybe sit back a little bit. They pass well, and they've got people up front who are fast and can surprise you, like Garnacho, Hoyland, Bruno also. They can appear all over that front three area. So we have to be careful of that. And then we can see we don't want to concede goals which would put the tie out of our hands. We want to try and score ourselves, obviously. And if we get chances, create chances, try and score. How long are they going to be out, those players? I don't know. I'm not a doctor, I've not got a clue. Could they be ready for the Alaves game? I don't know. I can't tell you that. I'd love it if they were here, but that's not how it is. Do you think United might feel like they need a goal to get through 4 as a safety cushion? Yeah. I do have that feeling. We've been thinking how the game might play out overall. We didn't score against them. They put 3 past us. We've got to have options to try and score. We've got to create chances to create goals. Certain games, you've got to do all you can to be effective in front of goal and clinical. What would be your ideal script for tomorrow? What would be the ideal picture of the game that you could imagine tomorrow? We're here. We want to give everything we can. I can't think of a picture that would reflect that. But I know there's no doubt that the United manager is thinking that exact same. He'll be trying to imagine the picture that he wants. We're all picturing being in the final, aren't we? We've all been working this season towards trying to get to the final. Then the first leg result has made things more difficult, but that's football. It's a wide difference in the scoreline in the tie. Does that mean you have to go all out gung-ho from the first minute? Or is it important to keep things tight at the back in spite of the difference in the scoreline? We've mentioned a couple of times already that I don't know how to best put it, but we've come back a couple of times. We've come back from 3-0 down at home in my career, but never away from home. It's always tough coming back in a game. But it's similar, one comeback is similar to another. You shouldn't try and put the second one in before you've scored the first. Step by step. You just go through the game, take it as it comes. Thanks.